Thank you. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Good afternoon, my dear students. Let's complete the lesson we had yesterday. We started talking about the history of writing. You are going to read the text. Read the text and listen to the article. You can listen and read silently at the same time about the history of writing. Notes here, look at the picture, you can see an old type of writing. They used what? They used maybe the Roman alphabet. And notes here, the article is divided into different paragraphs. How many paragraphs are there? Count them.
Or 15, teacher.
50 lines, but how many paragraphs?
10.
They are divided into 6 paragraphs. 6 paragraphs. Okay, and there is the word at the end of the article is called Mesopotamia. As I told you, Mesopotamia is the old name for the region between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. It was the home of the civilizations of Sumer, Assyria, and Babylon. Please listen and read silently.
Unit 5, 5.1, page 41, exercise 4, the history of writing. Human beings have been writing their languages for over 5,000 years. The story started in Mesopotamia in about 3000 BCE, when people living in the region developed a kind of writing to document and pass on information. The Mesopotamians used pictograms mainly to communicate economic information, for example about agriculture and financial matters. Gradually, these pictures became a system of cuneiform symbols, which were inscribed on blocks of clay with reeds. Only certain people knew how to write, and for thousands of years professional writers called scribes wrote about quotidian life and trade. Cuneiform gave countries of the ancient world a way of recording their history. At about the same time, another system based on pictures, or hieroglyphics, developed in Egypt. In about 1500 BCE, Chinese scribes started writing on tortoise shells, using a system of characters similar to those which Chinese people still use today. Characters represent words, so people have to learn to recognize thousands of characters before they can read even a simple story. Traditionally, the Chinese write with a brush and ink. The Phoenicians invented writing based on the alphabet, a system in which each letter represents a sound, and letters are combined to make words. The Roman alphabet, which has 26 letters, is an ameliorated form of the Phoenician alphabet. Most European countries have been making use of this alphabet since they were part of the Roman Empire 2000 years ago. The written form of Arabic, which people have been using since the 4th century CE, is the second most widely used alphabet in the world. It is used throughout the Arab world and is also the basis of other forms of writing, such as Malay, Urdu, and Turkish. Unlike systems based on the Roman alphabet, Arabic is written from right to left. It has 28 letters. Like Chinese, Arabic writing is a precious art form, as well as a practical method of communication.
Now, complete the sentence beginnings 1 to 4 with their correct endings. Pictograms were mainly used for writing about quotidian life, for keeping important records of writers, for communicating economic information. Amar Ahmed?
C. For communicating economic information.
Yes, very good. So the right answer, C. Yes, pictograms were mainly used for communicating economic information and financial matters, agriculture and financial matters. Good. The Chinese writing system is very difficult. Why? Because characters are hard to write. Every character represents a word. The Chinese write with a brush and ink. عمرو محمود.
So every character represent a word.
Every character represents a word. كل حرف يمثل كلمة. Yes. The Arabic alphabet differs from the Roman alphabet in that. How is the Arabic alphabet different from the Roman alphabet? It has fewer letters in its alphabet. It is written from right to left. It is a much more practical method of communication. Munir Badri.
B. It is written from right to left.
It is written from right to left. Okay, how many letters are there in the Arabic alphabet? How many letters are there in the Arabic alphabet? الفلكي.
28.
28. Yes, there are 28 letters in the Arabic alphabet. Which one has more letters? The Arabic alphabet or the Roman alphabet? العوضي.
The Arabic alphabet.
The Arabic alphabet has more letters than the Roman alphabet. How many letters are there in the Roman alphabet? Ayub bin Farid.
26 letters.
26, yes. Like English, French, German, Italian. These are all related to the Roman alphabet, and they have 26 letters. Okay, good. There is a quote by William Wordsworth. He says, "Fill your paper with the breathings of your heart." Fill your paper with the breathings of your heart. William Wordsworth is a famous poet. He writes poetry or poem. So what does he mean, Ilari?
He means to write in an emotional way and to express your emotions in your writing.
Very good. You should express your emotions, your feelings through writing. Good. What do you know about the Roman alphabet? What do you know about the Roman alphabet? Aziddin.
The Roman alphabet has 26 letters. The European used the Roman alphabet 2,000 years ago, and
yes, and they write it from right to left or from left to right?
From
how is it written?
Right to left.
From right to left, like the Arabic?
No, left to right.
From left to right. So the Roman alphabet has 26 letters, and it's written from left to right. It's an ameliorated form of the Phoenician alphabet. اوكي، يبقى هي الحروف الرومانيه دي حروف محسنه من الحروف اللي هي الابجديه الفينيقيه، the Phoenician alphabet. So the Roman alphabet, which has 26 letters, is an ameliorated form of the Phoenician alphabet, and it is written from left to right. Okay. Which system of writing is similar to the Mesopotamians' pictograms? Which system of writing? الفلكي.
Which system of writing is similar to the Mesopotamians?
The Mesopotamians pictograms. Yes.
Hieroglyphy?
The hieroglyphics, very good. The hieroglyphics is similar to the pictograms because they depend on pictures and symbols. So the Egyptian hieroglyphics, which is also based on pictures, is similar to the Mesopotamians pictograms. The pictograms that the Mesopotamians used to write in old Iraq. Okay, how did the Chinese scribes start writing? Tell me how, the way, how did the Chinese scribes start writing? العوضي.
They started writing on tortoise shells using a system of characters.
Using system of characters, good. Using what? Using reeds, I think. So, I'm sorry. They started writing on the tortoise shells using characters to represent words. They wrote with a brush and ink. يبقى الكتبة الصينيون بدأوا الكتابة على صدف السلاحف on tortoise shells. بيكتبوا حروف ورموز باستخدام الفرشة والحبر. They wrote with a brush and ink on tortoise shells using characters. These characters represent words. Now let's move to the next question. Why is writing so important for human beings? Why is writing so important for human beings? عمرو محمود.
It can help to communicate and change other information.
Yes, it exchange information. عمر أحمد.
Document history, pass information, and spread knowledge.
Yes, document and record history. Very good. So, writing is so important for human beings. The first answer, writing has enabled human beings to record historical events and pass on knowledge and science from one generation to another. بالكتابة مكنت البشر أنهم يسجلوا أحداث تاريخية وينقل المعرفة والمعلومات والعلوم من جيل لآخر. Writing has served remarkably in shaping human history and civilization. يعني التاريخ سجل بشكل ملحوظ تاريخ البشري والحضارات البشرية. Civilization. Okay. What has writing developed throughout? How has writing developed throughout history? يعني كيف تطورت الكتابة عبر التاريخ? Throughout history, all over the history. Writing has developed throughout history. How? Larry?
It has become more easy and it is
spread become easier.
It is spread more widely. More people can write. In the past, only a few people could write.
Few people, yes, were able to write. Very good. So writing was simple and very primitive. يعني كتابة كانت بسيطة وبدائية. Mainly pictograms were used. كان بيستخدموا ايه؟ الصور. Mainly pictograms were used. So they only used pictures. It has developed considerably since the invention of alphabetic systems. يعني تطور بشكل ملحوظ منذ اختراع نظام الحروف الأبجدية, the alphabetic systems, where sounds are represented by symbols or characters. حيث الأصوات شكلت ورمزت برموز وحروف. يبقى زمان كان بيستخدموا الصور التعبير عن الكتابة, وبعد كده استخدموا الأصوات زي الفابت الحروف الأبجدية ألف باء تاء ABC. So using ABC or ألف باء تاء they used the sounds to represent what? Symbols or characters. Do you think that human beings will one day have a single system of writing, and why? We mentioned this question before, yesterday. Do you think that human beings will agree to have one single system of writing, and why? الفلكي.
معك أستاذ.
Yes. What do you think?
I think it's not. I think the human it will not insist in the same system because the difference of culture and the way
Different
to
cultures,
write and
different
communicate.
languages?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But I think if we have educated people, they will agree on having one system of writing. What about Hilary?
I think we are close, but I don't think the world is willing to make
Yes. Yes,
to
do
make
this.
a united way of speaking. I don't think they are willing to do it, but it is possible.
Okay, it's possible. Yeah. Yes, because the computer already combined people and the world has become small. So I think human beings will one day have a single system of writing using the computer, using the internet, and the world has become small, like what? A small village. Therefore, they need a single language to communicate and exchange ideas. So a lot of people will be able to communicate easily using one simple way of writing like the English language. How do you think the development of computers will affect people's use of pens, pencils and paper? في رأيك تطور الحواسيب والكمبيوترات سيؤثر في استخدام الناس للأقلام الحبر وأقلام الرصاص والورق. How? How do you think the development of computers will affect people's use of pens, pencils and paper? عز الدين.
Pens and paper won't be used, but in restricted
They will
use
be
as
used,
most.
less, yes.
Uh,
People will have to use computers or the
message
internet.
and office work will be sent by emails.
Yes, good. Using emails instead of writing letters. Yes. So, as I see, pens and paper won't be used anymore. All written forms will be computerized. As you see, we are now in COVID-19 crisis, and we are studying online now. We have exams online. We don't need to write too much as we used to, because we are studying on the internet. We are sending messages or emails. We are answering our homework assignments using the keyboard. So I think we start using pens, paper, and pencils less than usual. Let's have more questions. These questions will facilitate the lesson and will summarize the lesson in the main points. Mention some of the main means of communication nowadays. How do you communicate nowadays? أحمد السيد. إبراهيم عبد الناصر.
يا أستاذ.
How do we communicate nowadays? Mention some main means of communication.
Social media.
Using social media, using the mobile phone, the computer, the internet,
Emails.
the telephone, sending letters. Yes. So we have mobile phones, internet, text messaging, and emails. In your opinion, why did people invent writing? صبحي.
Sir. Opinion, why do people To record the information easy.
Very good. To record information, to document or record financial matters, to record history. So to document and pass on information, to communicate economic information, to sign contracts with other countries, to conserve great literature epics، يعني المحافظة على الملاحم الأدبية والقصص الأدبية like plays مسرحيات ستوريز قصص، وطبعا تسجيل الايه وتسجيل معلومات اقتصادية. Explain the difference between Arabic and Roman alphabet. What are the differences between Arabic alphabet and Roman alphabet? محمد مجدي.
Arabic alphabet has
26 or 28
28 letters.
While the Roman alphabet has 26 letters. Good.
Arabic
Next. Thank you.
Arabic
Khalid.
alphabet.
Yes. Thank you. Khalid Shamsuddin, yes. Ayub bin Farid.
The Arabic alphabet is written from right to left, while the Roman alphabet is written from left to right.
I agree. Yes. So Arabic alphabet is written from right to left and it has 28 letters. Roman alphabet is written from left to right and it has 26 letters. Good. How is Arabic like the Chinese writing? The Arabic writing is similar to the Chinese writing. How? Of course, they are different, but there is a similarity between them. Muhammad Majdi. Yes. How's Arabic writing like the Chinese writing?
I said it's a practical method of communication.
Yes, it's a practical, very good, a practical method of communication. Yes, good.
And it is a precious art form.
It's
art
precious.
Form.
Yes,
precious
it's precious because yes, it's precious. It's a form of writing. It's valuable. It's a precious art form and a practical method of communication. يبقى هي فن، شكل فني ثمين قيم من الفنون. الخط العربي ده خط فن. Practical method of communication كمان هي طريقة تواصل عملية. We can communicate using the Arabic language. We can speak and we can write at the same time. What is the most widespread language? الفلكي.
معك حساب.
Yes.
Widespread.
Widespread, the most common language.
The most common language is Arabic.
Okay, let's see. So the most spoken language is Arab, is the English language, and it is the language of science and business. But I'd like to correct this answer. I say that Chinese is the most widespread language, and the Arabic is the second most widespread language, but English is the most common language used in business and science, computer science. Do you think that writing is as old as man on our planet? How? هل تعتقد أن الكتابة قديمة مثل الإنسان على كوكب الأرض? Do you think that writing is as old as man on our planet? And how? Ilari.
I think it was not as old as man. It's a bit newer.
Yes.
But there has been studies that show that old people used pigments and blood to draw animals and other objects on the walls of caves. So I think
yes.
It's pretty.
As you see, as you read here in the text, we know that writing started 3000 BCE, just 3000 BCE. But man has been on, or Adam has been on the earth millions of years ago. So no, because it only started nearly about 3000 BCE in Mesopotamia in old Iraq. Mention some forms of old writing across history. Can you mention the different types of writing? Yusuf Yasser. Yusuf Yasser. Yusuf Muhammad Kamil.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Mention
Number
some
7.
forms of old writing across history. Yusuf Ala. Yusuf Salah. Yusuf Hamdi. The voice is not clear. Mina Samah.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Mention some
Mention
forms
some
of
forms
old
of
writings
old
across hieroglyphic.
Hieroglyphics. Yes. Go on. Yes. What else?
Romans.
The Roman alphabet. Yes.
Yes. And the Chinese or Arabian.
Thank you. Yes. So we have pictogram, hieroglyphics, cuneiform. Cuneiform يعني الكتابة المسمارية. Cuneiform. Roman alphabet, Arabic alphabet. Okay. And the Phoenician alphabet. What materials did people in the past use for writing? What did they use? إيه المواد الخام اللي استخدموها? What materials did people in the past use for writing? Did they use pens? Did pens for writing? Mina Samah.
No, teachers. They use
No. Yes.
nails.
Munir, what did they use? Thank you. Munir, what did they use?
They use nails, shells, and reeds.
Yes, good. So blocks of clay, قوالب من الصلصال, reed, bends, torch shells, skins, bones. Okay. These questions you are going to answer them. Okay. Answer the following question. People in the past used the pictograms for writing. Give reasons. Why? Why did people use the pictograms for writing? As you mentioned before, this question is repeated before.
They used it, they inscribed it on clay using reeds. They used it to exchange information.
He didn't ask you about the way. Ilari, he didn't ask you about the way. You are asked about to give reasons. Why? Give reasons. So people in the past used the pictograms for writing. Why?
To document history.
Yes.
And to exchange
to document
information.
financial matters or financial or economic topics, to write about agriculture, to record history. Okay, why do you think people invent writing? Why did people invent writing? To communicate, to record the same answer, to record financial matters. The Arabic form of writing is special. Explain. Why is the Arabic form of writing is special?
Teacher, it has 28 letters.
28 letters.
It is written from right to left.
It is written from right to left. Yes, it's an original. It's an origin of what? Of other languages like Urdu, Malay, Turkish. يبقى هي أصل اللغات الثانية الأردو والمالي الماليزي والتركي. So Arabic form is an origin of other writing or other languages like Turkish, Malay, and Urdu. The Arabic form of writing is different from the Roman alphabet, as you mentioned before. Ayub bin Farid?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Which question?
Question 2.
The Arabic form of writing is different from the Roman alphabet because the Arabic is written from right to left, while the Roman alphabet is written from left to right. And the Roman alphabet has 26 letters, and the Arabic has 28.
Has 28. Thank you. مشاري مطلق. There were many forms of writing in the past. Mention some of them. مشاري مطلق. محمد علاء الدين. محمد علاء الدين. ماجد مساعد. ماجد مساعد. عمر أحمد. Yes.
There were many forms of writing in the past. Mention some of them: the hieroglyphics, the Chinese characters, the phenomenon
characters.
characters,
Roman alphabet.
the Roman alphabet,
Yes,
the written from of Arabic.
Yes, pictograms, cuneiform. Okay, thank you. Omar Sharif, why were pictograms used for writing in the past? Pictograms were used for writing in the past. Why? Omar Sharif? عبلان نواف. عبلان نواف. عبد الله عصام. عصام. عبد الرحمن محمد مصباح. عبد الرحمن محمد مصباح. عبد الرحمن محمد عزت. أحمد سيد. Yes.
So that people understand each other.
They can understand before inventing writing. They can understand each other. We are talking about writing. Why were pictograms used for writing in the past? Azzuddin.
To document the history and the communication with each other.
Financial, to record financial matters like agriculture, like trade. Okay, writing is very important for all nations throughout history. Explain the importance of writing. So, without writing, as you mentioned before, you remember the first question I presented yesterday. If writing hadn't been invented, complete. Munir.
Well, we wouldn't have known the history.
Yes, we wouldn't have known our history. Good. So all the historical events would have been lost. Have known about our customs, our traditions. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.